Hey, what's up guys? This is Hardy with Ninja Everyday, and I want to make a little video that is going to serve two purposes. It's going to be a way that you can sort of progressively build up and work your posterior chain, your hamstrings, glutes, lower back in a really smart way. It's also going to be a smart way to build up to a kettlebell swing, so stay tuned. All right, one of the first exercises that you can use, one of the simplest ways to start activating that posterior chain is a glute bridge. Glute bridge is great for martial artists because it simulates the sort of movement that we're going to use to get somebody off the top of us, and it unifies that sort of driving force with our legs and still allows us to practice keeping our spine braced. So I'm going to lay on my back like this first, with my hands up, heels close to my butt. I want to drive my hips up high and power it specifically by clenching my glutes. So I want to drive up and give my glutes a clench at the top and come back down. So drive up, glutes clench at the top. This is sort of a basic way to do this. For martial artists, I would immediately start to add the bridge and reach so we get used to practicing turning somebody off of us, giving those glutes a big clench at the top. All right, one of my next favorite progressions after sort of the standard glute bridge and the bridge and reach is a glute bridge and a march in place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bridge up, hold ourselves nice and tight, and attempt to march in place without shifting or losing elevation on our hips. For me to stay stable, this requires a lot of glute activation and spinal bracing. This is one of my favorite ways to activate my glutes and brace before working out. This is something I do sort of before I do heavier stuff quite often. With the glute bridge, the bridge and reach, the bridge and march, and the weighted bridge we'll do momentarily, it's really important that we maintain a neutral spine. I'm not rounding up like I'm attempting to do a yoga wheel pose where I'm very extended. I want to keep my abs tight, tailbone tucked, and glutes clenched when I come up. So I want this to be really braced and very straight as we're doing all of these motions. So if you think specifically about clenching your glutes as you do the bridge, you'll keep your back safe. A weighted bridge, I'm gonna put my weight, either a barbell or a kettlebell or a dumbbell here, shoulders on an elevated surface like a bench. In this case, I'm using the punching bag. I'm gonna drive up again with my glutes, making sure I don't go in to overextension. So one of my favorite swing progressions is something called a chest-supported swing. Chest-supported swings lets you really work on your hip hinge, which is the movement that we want when we're performing a swing, so that our hamstrings and glutes can drive and lift the kettlebell. This is a way to do it very under control. I'm gonna get the kettlebell up, rotate it so the bottom of the bell is against my chest, hold it firmly against my chest with my arms, bring my shoulder blades together back. Get my feet set so that I can perform a hip hinge by bending my knees and pushing my butt back. I want to feel a stretch in my hamstring when I'm here. And then as I come up, I can drive forward, clench my glutes, tuck my tailbone underneath, make sure I'm maintaining a neutral spine. All right, so this brings us to the kettlebell swing. Kettlebell swing is a foundational kettlebell movement. It's critical to be able to do this properly to complete several different kettlebell exercises. So if you want to use a kettlebell to work out, this is, in my opinion, the first thing that you should try to master. Kettlebell swing is powered by driving your hips, engaging your glutes, tucking your tailbone, stopping here, not swinging into overextension. We're gonna start with kettlebell slightly in front of us. I'm gonna lean down into that hip hinge position, lift the bell slightly so it swings, and then engage everything on the back side to drive it up. It looks like this. If you notice, my arms are loose. They're just connecting the bell to me, and I'm not lifting like the front raise. You can do two hands, and we can switch to one hand, or alternating. And in the same position. One of my favorite ways to practice keeping my arms out of the kettlebell swing is to use something flexible like a strong towel, a gi sleeve, my martial arts belt in this case, something that I can loop through the handle of the bell that won't let me lift it out in front. So if I'm gonna move this, I have to move it with my hips. Not suggesting that you do that as your primary workout, but just a way to train, not trying to do a front raise with the bell, just keeping your arms as the attachment point.